I'm doing this on my phone because I'm letting my battery charge for my camera for the con, and I wanted to do this video for Autism Awareness Month slash Day. Uh, Autism Awareness Day is April 2nd, so if you would wear blue, like this color blue, I dyed my hair blue because of it. So I want to talk to you a little bit about my journey as a mother with a daughter with autism. I am not an expert at all with it yet. I don't think anybody is at this point because it's so new and it's growing in the United States so quickly. So let me give you some of the things that I have collected over the past few months. September was when my daughter was diagnosed, and the only reason I had that early diagnosis is because I've talked to you about this before. My daughter was premature. I had her at 26 weeks, which is 6 months pregnant, so I didn't get to fully enjoy my pregnancy. So if you're pregnant, please take every moment into consideration that it is given to you as a gift. So the reason Maylene was so monitored with her development is because she was so underdeveloped. And some of you parents had normal births and normal stuff like that. The reason sorry, I'm going to take a break real quick. The reason I'm not wearing makeup is because I don't know if I'm going to cry or not. So I didn't want to look like a hot mess telling you guys. Anyways, back to my story. So when she was born, she had a stage 2 brain hemorrhage, which premature babies usually get. And they didn't know how invasive the damage was. So they were monitoring her and stuff. So about 18 months, she started showing signs of stimming, which is stimulation. And this could be with it's different for kids with autism. Some of them do hand tapping. My daughter rocks all the time, and she likes that. She'll hit her head on a wall or like a chair just to have that feeling that something's impacting. And she could do that for being overstimulated, being understimulated, and comforting. Like if she doesn't feel good, if she doesn't feel comforted. So I joined a bunch of groups. I already had a bunch of support groups from being in the NICU and having a premature baby and stuff like that. So once we got our diagnosis from Vanderbilt, which was like a 4-hour test, they said she does have autism. And when the lady told me, she was like, I see a lot of head nods and, you know, whatever. And I think when I was about to give birth and they told me twice that she may die, I think after that, like, nothing can surprise you. When somebody sits you down and says, there is only a certain percentage, which was under 50% at the time, that your child will make it, nothing in the world is going to top that. So, that being said, I started getting active in the autism community. I started buying sensory toys off of Amazon. I got involved with Autism Speaks, which some of these parents and people that have autistic family members do not support, which that's fine. I just I just wanted Maylene to feel like she was part of a community, with other children. And we did the walk back in October, and she liked it. I loved it. It was great. In which it's held at Centennial Park in Nashville. So with all that, I've really been trying to get involved with different things and whatnot. Uh, she's had development therapy, she's had speech therapy, she had to have physical therapy from the brain hemorrhage because they told me she might not be able to walk where it bled or have difficulty walking. Not be able to walk, but have difficulty walking. And she kind of has like a stompy leg, So they were trying to work that out, and she did really well in physical therapy. She had ABA, which was good. But the ABA lady was like, "You're handling this perfectly fine. I mean, I really don't have anything to tell you that you're doing wrong." I was like, "Well, that's great." you know? And I've never known anybody with autism previous to my daughter. So it was definitely a surprise, I guess. My daughter has collected, I guess you could say, 3 ribbons since she's been in this world, which is prematurity, which is purple, NICU, which is green, and autism, which is blue, and puzzle pieces. So if you have a business, I really implore you to give people that apply a chance that has autism, because they can really surprise you. They're very good workers, and since my daughter is low functioning, she may not have the chance to live by herself or have a job, and I've come to acknowledge that as an a possibility. She might not even be able to drive, stuff like that. I'm really trying to get involved with the police department in my area because of a situation that happened with a young man. And I don't know I only know what the media has told us. But basically what happened to him, as far as I know, he is fine. He was just, he was a criminal. But he had a mental breakdown inside the jail cell and was banging his head. And they took him out, and they strapped him to a chair, and they tased him continuously and laughed in his face. And, that worries me. And since that happened, that scares me. Because what if my daughter gets in trouble or something, or they don't understand her and she becomes suspicious or whatever? How would they treat my daughter? And I really want the police department to get involved with ABA and maybe take a short course on how to, I know that they're especially, qualified for certain things, for courses that they've taken for like profiling and stuff like that, but behavioral, if a person is autistic, you don't know what to expect from that. So I'm trying to push for that. Just if you see a child acting up, sometimes, like in a public place, sometimes those children aren't brats. Sometimes those are autistic children, and they get scared and they get overstimulated by people talking and all the noises and the lights and stuff, and it can actually give them like physical pain from it. So just imagine if you got upset and you're a normal person and something happens, like if somebody's too loud or screams in a in a restaurant or even out in public, and it gives you like that physical pain. Like, it's terrible. I mean, just be a little bit more open-minded when you go out and stuff. I mean, I understand some of these kids are brats, okay? That's just some people's parenting. I don't, you see them hitting and stuff like that, but, sometimes it's not what it is. So don't, just be open-minded, and remember April 2nd, wear blue. And if you post it and tag me in it, I save all these photos because I've had people send me photos wearing purple for preemie awareness. I save these photos for whenever my daughter is older. I can show her, be like, listen, all these people care about you around the world. Like, I had pictures come in from Afghanistan from military people wearing purple, and I love that photo. So please, be, educate yourself in autism awareness. Vaccines do not cause autism, okay? Don't care what you say back to that, but they do not, all right? So I'm putting that out there. Unpopular opinion, whatever. And I've seen ridiculous posts and articles. Like, I've seen people write a whole article. These parents were giving children bleach enemas to try to cure it. That is not a way, okay? Sometimes your kid is born with something and you just have to accept it, okay? That's it. No questions asked. That is what it is. So, anyways, got a little bit on my soapbox. I'm about to get ready to go to the con. I've been packing. I'm exhausted. I've been scrubbing my face and everything else, and I'm about to go. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, and I'm probably going to upload this today on Friday. So yeah, y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next videos, because I'm sure there's going to be multiples. All right. Bye, guys.